The saying is true that he who gives to the poor lends to God. The quote, which is derived from scripture in Proverbs 19 verses 17, encourages one to give to the poor, as God will pay him back in the least time he expects it. Last month, a team from God's Lenders Club from Righteous of God International Ministries Mukono, founded to reach out to the poor and the vulnerable people, had an outreach within Mukono district. The God Lenders Club was started to stand in the gap of God and be the feet of Christ to reach out to the poorest of the poor in our communities. The team was led by both pastors Emmanuel and Brenda Benaisa, who distributed foodstuffs like maize flour, rice, matoke, salt, sugar, and other items like soap, pads, among others, to the vulnerable people. During the outreach, they met Ashraf Sekabira, a 23-year-old who is currently stuck in a 9-year-old's body.
Sekabira Ashraf is, can you believe he's 23 years old? And he has gone through so much, rejected by the parents, being left to die. But we thank God that God has kept him alive until today.
Sekabira, who is mostly called Ashraf by his friends, has not undergone puberty up to now. A true story is told about Ashraf that he was considered a curse to his family, and his mother chose to disassociate with him, and she did not let her friends know that she gave birth to a disabled child. Ashraf was then placed in a kennel to live with their dogs, with whom he shared food with, and as a result, he became malnourished and dumb. Despite the fact that Ashraf no longer stays in a kennel, when he is given food, he holds his so firm that he thinks it will be grabbed from him, just like the dogs used to try to grab it. While at the outreach, Pastor Benaisa called upon everyone to help those in need, as we are all called by God, and believes that God has a plan for each and every one. In the spirit of giving to the poor, the team gave thanks and praised the Lord together with the people.
To the poor people, the sick and the alone, I'm reaching out to the fortunate who can build them home.